5 memorable moments in Australian sporting history. Australia is a great sporting nation. Whatever the sport, Australians have a passion for cheering on their team. Whether it be in football, cricket or rugby, they always know how to get their team over the line. We have made a list of 5 memorable sporting moments in Australian history. Australia versus Japan in the World Cup 2006. After a 32-year wait, Australia finally had its moment to prove itself to the rest of the world with its first match against Japan. After 32 minutes, Australia conceded a goal to Japan, and slowly the fans begin to lose hope.
Neil's long throw, goalkeeper's come, hasn't got there. Harry Kewell, and then poked home by Tim Cahill! Australia have done it! 6 minutes to go, and it's a landmark moment for Australian football. Tim Cahill has scored the nation's first ever World Cup Finals goal.
82 minutes pass, and the doubt of the fans quickly turns into elation as Australia score their first ever World Cup goal by none other than the legendary Tim Cahill.
Especially as they have the impetus. Aloisi, Cahill, Tim Cahill has done it again! What a goal by Tim Cahill! 2-1 Australia! Oh, it's a wonderful moment in Kaiserslautern! And Tim Cahill has come off the bench and maybe won the match for the Socceroos. Magical!
6 minutes later, in the 88th minute, another miracle happens and Tim Cahill takes a shot from outside the box and scores a goal that puts Australia up 2-1.
Josh Kennedy. Cahill. Aloisi. Paducah is in an offside position. Aloisi might go on his own. Aloisi! 3-1! It's all over! 3 points for Australia! What about that? Japan have collapsed in the closing moments. And John Aloisi, who wrote one chapter in Australian football history back in November 2005, adds a little postscript for the Socceroos.
In injury time, John Aloisi adds a little icing on the cake by scoring another goal, making it 3-1. Western Bulldogs win the grand final in 2016. The Western Bulldogs made their first grand final appearance in over 55 years and were aiming to end a 62-year grand final drought. After finishing 7th in the home and away season, all odds were stacked against them. They finally had their chance to prove themselves. The first 3 quarters, each team fought it out. The game was close and the scores were never separated by more than 2 goals.
Biggs, he started it all, can't quite finish it. Ball comes out, Dunkley gets it back. McRae, beautiful kick, gives McLean a chance. Picken, yes. Liam Picken nails it. How big was that?
In the final 7 minutes of the game, Liam Picken scores a goal to put the Bulldogs 7 points in front.
In front, Franklin, knocked away by Morris. Naismith sold a teammate into trouble. Quick thinking by Kennedy. And Franklin was run down. Tom Boyd's got it. Tom Boyd goes long. How will it bounce? The stadium holds its breath. It's a goal. And the western suburbs erupt.
With about 5 minutes to go, Dale Morris stepped up with a tackle on Lance Franklin that stopped the Big Swan in his tracks and caused a spillage, at which point Tom Boyd sees the moment and scores a goal from 60 metres out.
Stringer did well. Dalhouse to Daniel to Stringer, having an impact at last. That big goal in the last quarter. Good kick. Gives Pickett a chance. It's over. It's all over. The drought. The damn wall is busted. It's 62 long years.
One final nail in the coffin on the Swans comes with just over 2 minutes to go when Picken steps up again. Stringer bombs it long into the goal square and Picken is able to pick up the crumbs and score a goal that puts the Bulldogs 3 goals ahead.
Good kick virtually on the siren. He misses, but they don't miss out. Their day There ye are. Their joy.
Final siren sounds and the Bulldogs end their 62-year grand final drought. Coaches, players and fans are in complete bliss and jubilation at the effort that the boys put in to win the grand final. It was a memorable moment in Australian sport when the Bulldogs ended their 62-year grand final drought. Cathy Freeman wins gold in the 400 metres Olympics at Sydney. Few Australians can ever forget it. They can never have been a minute quite like it when so many people, millions at Sydney, in their homes and public places, focus their will and good wishes on a single woman doing what she loves doing best. The roar that greeted Freeman's name seemed to shake the stadium. When she flashed across the line in her hooded bodysuit, the roar rose from the crowd.
Area right up. It's going to be a big finish. Into the straight, Graham leads. Freeman runs up to her. Mary inside. Cathy lifting. Goes up to Graham. Takes the lead. Looks a winner. Draws away from Graham and Mary. This is a famous victory. A magnificent performance. What a legend. What a champion.
Cathy Freeman burnt away from Lorraine Graham of Jamaica and Catherine Merry of Great Britain to win the 400-metre Olympic gold medal. This was Australia's 100th Olympic gold medal, and no athlete would wear the honour more appropriately. Freeman carried the Australian Aboriginal flags in a victory lap around this great stadium, and nobody could deny her the right this time to do it. She had lit the cauldron in one act of reconciliation, and this time we saw another such act. Peter Siddle hat-trick in the Ashes. The Ashes were being played in Australia and they were keen to win back the trophy from England. It was the first day of the series and England had chosen to bat. England had gained a steady lead, reaching 4 for 197 when Peter Siddle was recalled into the bowling attack.
Seems to letting the game flow.
Got him at first slip. Peter Siddle's looked the best of the Aussies, and that's why he's got more balls in the right spot.
Bowling his second ball of the over, he was able to catch Alistair Cook off guard, and he was caught out at first slip.
Good fun to watch. Siddle bowling well. Oh, was there an edge? Oh, he's knocked him over. Knocked him over. I was going up for the LBW. Siddle's on a hat-trick.
In comes Matthew Pryor, the wicket-keeper for England, and facing his first ball, Siddle knocks over his stumps and he is walking back to the change rooms before he knows it.
One around the corner, bat pad or something like that.
I'm backing him. Get ready to yell happy birthday, Tubbs. Get ready, loosen those vocals up, Tubbs. Here it comes.
Here we go. Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle. Oh, well, bowler's close. He's given him! He's given him! Peter Siddle's got a hat-trick on his birthday!
Stuart Broad faces the hat-trick ball and in charges Siddle. The ball hits his foot and Broad is given out LBW. Siddle gets his hat-trick and what a great way to celebrate his birthday. Cricket fans around Australia will remember the day that Peter Siddle gets a hat-trick in the Ashes on his birthday. Steve Bradbury wins gold in Salt Lake City. After training for a lifetime to reach an Olympic final, Steve Bradbury finally had his chance to prove to Australia and the world that he was capable of winning gold. He had been fortunate enough to reach the final when one of his opponents slipped on the final turn.
And now it's only one man across the line for gold. It'll be over in 90 seconds.
Matthew Turcotte takes the lead. He was in.
And oh no, here's the bell. One lap for gold. He's reaching back for one more gear. Trying to hold up lead. They bump. They bump. Around. A total wipeout. And Bradbury wins. Stephen Bradbury of Australia crossed the line.
The race began and Bradbury trailed the pack and let them fight it out over the 1,000 metres. The race was well fought, and for the duration, Bradbury remained at the back of the pack. In the final corner, an historic moment occurs. Coming into the final corner, the four skaters collide with each other and fall down just before the finish line. Bradbury was able to coast over the finish line and win Australia's first individual gold medal at the Winter Olympics. It was one of the most unexpected gold medal wins in Olympic history. Some might say it was luck and misfortune, but there was no denying Steve Bradbury deserved the gold medal for all the years of training and dedication put into winning that gold, and for being the last man standing. Well, that wraps up our list of 5 great moments in Australian sport. I hope you enjoyed today's list. Comment below on other great moments in Australian sports. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for another video next week.